Hello, everybody. We want to welcome you to a Saturday edition of Big E Sports. I'm your host, Eric the Big E Green. Now, what happened in sports last night? Well, let's start off with that unbelievable game in Athens. Last night, it was the Georgia Bulldogs. They defeated the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets 44-42 in 8 overtimes. The Boise State Broncos was a winner over the Oregon State Beavers 34-18. The Colorado Buffaloes shuts out the Oklahoma State Cowboys 52-0. And finally, the Ole Miss Rebels was a winner over the Mississippi State Bulldogs 26-14. There's a lot of college football games going on tonight because it's rivalry week. But here are the games we're going to go over today. We have the Texas Longhorns. They're taking on the Texas A&M Aggies. The Longhorns are favored by 4.5. The key is Quinn Ewers. He's going to play despite an ankle sprain. The big question is, do you go to him or do you go to Arch Manning? It's going to be a close game, so I'm going to say Texas is not going to cover the spread. They're going to win by 3 points. We have the Tennessee Volunteers. They're taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores. Volunteers are favored by 10.5. I think it's going to be a very close game. Tennessee is not going to cover the spread. They're going to win by 7 points. We have South Carolina. They're taking on the Clemson Tigers. The Tigers are favored by 3 points. I think South Carolina's going to pull off the upset by 3 points. We have the Alabama Crimson Tide. They're favored by 10.5 against the Auburn Tigers. Again, I think it's going to be very closer than people expect. So, Alabama's not going to cover the spread. They're going to win by 7 points. We have the Arkansas Razorbacks taking on the Missouri Tigers. Tigers are favored by 3, and I think Missouri's going to cover the spread. They're going to win by 7 points. We have the Florida Gators taking on the Florida State Seminoles. The Gators are favored by 17 points. I think it's going to be very close. So, Florida is not going to cover the spread, so they're going to win by 10 points. We have Oklahoma taking on LSU. The Tigers are favored by 6 points, and I think it's going to be very close. So, LSU is going to win by a field goal. So, I'm going to say LSU with 3 points. And we have Jacksonville State taking on Western Kentucky. The Hilltoppers are favored by 0.5 point. Jacksonville State's won 8 in a row. They're going to make it 9. So Jacksonville State's going to win by 7 points. So, what's your point spread for the games tonight? Well, comment on YouTube. And in the NBA, we have the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Charlotte Hornets. The Hawks are favored by 4.5, and I think they're going to cover. They're going to win by 7 points. Detroit Pistons are favored by 1.5 against the Philadelphia 76ers. They're going to win by 6 points. The Milwaukee Bucks are favored by 11.5 against the Washington Wizards. I think it's going to be very close. So, Bucks are not going to cover the spread. They're going to win by 9 points. Phoenix Suns are favored by 2.5 over the Golden State Warriors. I think it's going to be a very close game, but Golden State's going to pick up the victory by 4 points. And we have the Dallas Mavericks. They're taking on the Utah Jazz. They're favored by 1.5. And I think Dallas is going to pick up the win by 8 points. Now tonight in college basketball, we have the Oregon Ducks taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide. The Crimson Tide is favored by 6.5. I think this is going to be a very close game, but I don't think Alabama's going to cover the spread. They're going to win by 3 points. So what's your point spread for all the games today? Well, comment on YouTube. And that's going to do it for me today. Please subscribe and comment on my YouTube page. God bless.